In today's video, we're going to talk about something interesting, especially if you enjoy the Polkadot and Kusama ecosystems and you're really keen to find out more information about which wallets and which DEXs are supporting the Parachain Auctions and also which centralized exchanges are supporting it. So we're going to find out in today's video thanks to Polka Warriors who posted this on Twitter, so shout out to them. I'm actually going to call out, we're actually going to look at this tweet here and we're going to be talking about the different wallets and also the DEXs and centralized exchanges, but also the auction schedule. So it's really well organized here. I know that they've posted this quite some time ago, but I haven't actually seen it till today, so I thought I'd give them a shout out and talk about this. And I'll also be talking about Subvisio, which is a tool. It's a dashboard where you could see the auctions live and you could see what the rankings are like, what the biddings are like, and so on. And this is done by the Karura devs, like I was saying, Karura and Akala devs, so fair play to them for doing that to make life easier. We'll take a look at that in a moment, but first let's talk about which wallets and which DEXs support them. So we've got polkadot.js here, which is the official web wallet, Fearless Wallet, Math Wallet, which is very popular as well, Polka Wallet, which is the mobile version of the Polkadot wallet. Again, it's not like officially by Polkadot, but again, what is really official by Polkadot except for polkadot.js, right? They didn't create a mobile version, so that's why we've got this open source one here, Polka Wallet, this team who created Polka Wallet to make life easier for those wanting to store their Polkadot Eco and Kusama Eco tokens in a mobile wallet. Subscan, which I have covered in on this channel before, it's the analysis tool where you can see how many people are staking, how many people are unstaking, graphs and stuff like that, just analysis in general, but also you could use it as an explorer. So for example, if you want to check how your transaction is doing, if you've sent your tokens from say your wallet over to an exchange and you want to check the status, you can do so on Subscan, so that's awesome. Bounce Finance, Polka Project themselves are supporting it, A Token, Notbox, and Team Pocket, Token Pocket. And with regards to centralized exchanges, as you can see here, Binance has the star symbol here, which means will be announced soon. And actually I've taken a look at Binance's latest articles and latest news, and they haven't posted anything in relation to supporting the Kusama Parachain Auctions, but I know that they have posted about supporting the Polkadot Parachain Auctions quite some time ago. So perhaps they're not interested in supporting the Kusama Parachain Auctions. I'm not sure why, right? Maybe they only want to support the Polkadot ones. Maybe they see Kusama as just a simple test network, even though it is a canary network which is going to grow into its own ecosystem. There will be projects that will only be developing on Kusama, right? I said this many times, and I keep saying it in every video when I talk about it, that Kusama is going to grow into its own ecosystem, and yes, it will be interoperable with Polkadot eventually. They will be connecting together, and you're going to see those interoperable assets fluctuating in between the two ecosystems, right? So yeah, it is what it is. At the moment they're not supporting it, right? And yeah, Kraken is another big exchange they are supporting. We already know that. If you've been watching this channel, I have mentioned it. Also KuCoin, Huobi have not announced it again 100%, but I think that they have announced it since, because this article was posted on the 8th of June, so it's been what, 11 days since then. I think that Huobi are supporting it now. I believe I saw a recent article from them mentioning that. OKX are definitely supporting it, and MXC are definitely supporting it as well. So let's talk about the Kusama Parachain Auctions here. So basically the first auction started on the 15th of June. Okay, that's when it commenced. The bids could have been placed. The ending period begins, which is this was announced on the 17th of June. Okay, so 2 days ago. The first Kusama Parachain slot auction bidding ends on the 22nd of June. So we've got 3 days left, and the first Kusama Parachain slot auction winner will be selected on the 22nd of June at 11 GMT. But what's interesting here is that the winner is determined as the highest bidder at some randomly selected block over the past 5 days. Okay, so that's how we'll know here who's gonna win this. Again, it's basically, what's good about this is that it prevents whales from ensuring that a specific project is definitely gonna take it, right? So yeah, I think that Karura are gonna take it, no doubt about it, but I do wonder why Crush Shadow took their chance to be the only ones to actually compete against Karura, right? Perhaps they wanted to have some competition, and maybe Dan Reeser or the team at Karura and Akala actually asked them to to compete if they wanted to. I don't know what's the story there, but yeah, Cross Shadow are competing. So yeah, and they're the only ones competing. That's the interesting part, right? And we've got the crowd loans, of course, for all the other projects, but yeah, in the bids, and we're going to talk about that when we look at Subvisio in a moment. Now, on the 22nd of June at 12 a.m. GMT, so again at 11 a.m. GMT is when we're going to find out the winner, and in just 1 hour after, the second auction begins. So as you can see here, this is important information because I personally didn't know this before. I knew that they're going to run for an entire week, but I didn't know there will only be a 1 hour waiting period before the second auction begins. So they are moving very fast here. Like, the system is really well automated here. So yeah, the second auction and the third auction on the 29th of June, the fourth auction on the 6th of July, and finally the fifth auction on the 13th of July. And when all 5 parachains are finally connected, well, 5 out of the ones that we've got at the moment participating, then they're going to take, I think, a break. I think there's going to be some stop to the parachain auctions. And then we're likely going to see the polkadot ones begin, or they're going to continue on with the Kusama ones straight after, and then the polkadot ones will begin later. I'm not sure what their exact plan is, but I know that Gavin Wood said in Polkadot Decoded that he's looking to see the 5 parachains finally connect, and then once they do that, then they'll be happy to say, okay, let's go with Kusama. In fact, they actually wanted to say, or sorry, let's go with Polkadot. In fact, he actually said that he'd be happy to see the Polkadot ones commence as soon as the first parachain bonds on Kusama. So we'll have to see what's ultimately going to happen. What's the ultimate decision taken by the Kusama devs, because they're the ones that are calling the shots, right? At the end of the day, Gavin Wood can only suggest, but he's not the one calling the shots, right? It's the Kusama devs that do so through governance, through the voting, right? It's all about the decentralization at the end of the day. So next, let's talk about Subvisio here. So this is the tool that was created by the Karura and Akala devs, and this is awesome because this dashboard here shows you what's the auction stage, shows you what the ending stage is, shows you the lease period. So we've got 13 to 20 slots here. You could see that the auction is closing in 2 days and 15 hours, 4 minutes and 48 seconds. So we've got the real-time monitoring here. As you can see, we're 47% into the auction at the moment. You could see that based on the current stats, the winning bid is going to be allocated to Karura, just because of 47.44% of the bids are dominated by Karura. Whereas Cross Shadow has 21.76%, right? But I'm not sure what they're talking about here with number 2, number 3, number 4. TLV, what does this stand for? I don't know, to be honest. But yeah, I mean, if the dashboard says Karura is the winning one, Karura is the winning one, right? So for now, Karura is the winning one. And like I said, I have no doubt that they're not going to win it. They really are going to win it. So you could see here, look, these are all the different bids that are being submitted. So with each passing block, you could see a new, this is like 2 seconds ago, look, latest bids. So you could see here that we went from 481,197 to 481,203 in just a matter of seconds. So people are constantly bidding here, and this dashboard is actually cool. If you go to the Crowdloan here, you could see the full list, and what they're doing here is they're showing you what the first lease is and the last lease is. So they're all bidding the same way, 13-20. That's the ratio. And you can see that in terms of Crowdloan, the largest amount of contributions are assigned to Karura. As you can see here, we've already spoken about this. Moon River is second here with 109,000, followed by Shiden, followed by Bifrost at 19,093, and Kala Network. So this actually tells us that this is what we could potentially see actually win the bidding here, these top 5 here. So Kala are obviously going to be happy as well if they do so, and Bifrost. I know Bifrost has quite a big community as well. So yeah, Shiden Network, Moon River, Karura are the top 3 giants, and then Bifrost and Kala are like the smaller projects, I should say, because you can see here there's quite a difference in the contribution. So this shows you the community power as well, the community voting power, and then all the rest are much smaller here, way under 10,000. You see Cross Shadow's only 5,000, Sakura 4,000, Polkasmith 3,000, Darwinia Crab 1.9,000, almost 2,000. Gen Shiro less than 1,000 here, and then yeah, 117 on Mars. So Mars is definitely not going to make it here, but it doesn't mean that they're not going to eventually bond, right? They're just not going to make it in these top 5. That's my opinion here. And it's not just my opinion, it's pretty obvious as well from what we can see. But you never know, right? I mean, at the end of the day, it is random, right? That's what was posted there, as you could see on Polka Project, that it is random. They could just they could basically pick a winning bid, the largest bid from a specific block as the winning bid, and then if that settles it, then they're gonna take it. Now they're gonna have a market tab here as well, which is still in development. There's gonna be an insights one and also a staking tab. So I'm wondering, what can you actually stake, or what will you be able to stake within Subvis? I'm wondering if they're gonna find a way to help you stake Karura in a way by supplying liquidity, but to use it in a friendly way. So you're actually gonna be supplying liquidity through the staking tab, but you're not gonna know. This is all gonna happen behind the scenes. Whereas you can just use your KOR, you're just going to click on stake, you're going to specify the period that you want to stake if you will be able to do that, and then they're going to take care of the swap internally. Like they could really automate this mechanism, right? They'll take care of the swap for a KUSD so that you can then supply liquidity and generate those transaction fees. So yeah, let me know what you think. By the way, this is what I wanted to cover in today's short video. Let me know what you think of Subvis. Let me know what you think of this tweet here, which pretty much explains which platforms are supporting the parachain auctions and which platforms are likely going to support the Polkadot parachain auctions as well when they're going to kick off. That's it from today's video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.